Hello everybody. Oh my gosh, I look like death warmed over here. No makeup today. It's just one of those days. It's been a very stressful morning for me. Stressful, stressful, stressful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining me. I have a lot to show you and tell you, and I'm so glad that you're here. Another impromptu coffee and chat with me. And yeah, I've been kind of going crazy the last 3 weeks with doing stuff, and I hope you're all doing good. January was a rough month for me, very, very rough, very much had the blues and didn't want to do anything, didn't want to be creative. I don't know if you guys get in that funk or not, but man, January was so incredibly rough, and a good portion of February as well. I didn't want to be in my studio. You know, I just was just not here. I just was having a rough go of it. So, but I'm happy that with a little bit of warmer weather and being able to get outside more, because I can't get out a lot in the winter because I get bronchitis so easily. So, you know, I always have to cover up, but then, you know, you're worried about somebody else around you being sick and possibly getting something that causes it to turn into bronchitis. So winter time can be a little stressful for me. But I'm happy that spring is showing its face a little bit. We are actually going to get up to 80 degrees today, which is crazy for March. So we could have some storms this weekend, some very, very high winds. It's going to be a crazy weather weekend, I think. But I wanted to get in here and share some things with you because next week's going to be a busy week for me, and I want to be doing a live probably at the end of next week. That's my plan. So I hope you've got your favorite drink with you this morning as I show you and tell you things that I'm doing and lots of other things. Good morning, Nancy, Helen, and Laura. Good to have you here. Good morning, Anne. I hope you all are having beautiful weather wherever you're at. Now, I've got tea this morning in my mug that says not paint water. Yeah. So this was a mug that was sent to me by Deco Art, and I appreciate it. They were so very generous, and yeah, I appreciate Deco Art so much. Yes, Helen, I'm glad I'm feeling better too, because January was the roughest January I've ever had, and then I started getting a little bit of anxiety in there. It was just the roughest month I've ever had. So I am glad for warmer weather and getting outdoors. I've got a little bit of infection in this eye. Got some clogged pores around it, so I can't wear makeup yet. So you get me all natural today. It is what it is. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys have been being able to get into your studio and create, or wherever it is that you create. I'm going to put myself up in the corner here so I can start showing you some stuff and talking to you about some stuff. Now, be sure and stay all the way to the end because I have a big announcement at the end. And, yeah, you'll want to catch that so you know what's going on in my world. Okay. Everybody can see everything, hear everything, I guess. Raining. Helen, it's raining there. Let's see, where are you at, Helen? We're probably going to be getting the rain that you're already getting. I've had to make myself some notes. Now, right before I got ready to go on live, I went to add a couple of products to my website, and my website was gone. Talk about stressing out. Here it is about 9:30, and you know, I am completely stressing out. It took me forever to get on to chat with someone to help me, and somehow between the time I got my last order last night at 9:30 p.m. and when I got up this morning at about 7, my website disappeared. It turned into a restaurant. So all I had was restaurant settings, and I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I was freaking out so badly. But finally got on chat support, and they helped me fix it, and everything's okay. It seems like there was an item on there that I had added that isn't there. It was the last thing that I added yesterday, I think. So I'll have to put that up there. So I did not get a bunch of links put on for this video that are some of the stuff that I'm going to show you. I will go back after the video and add those links in the description so that you have all of those links. It was like 10 minutes till 10, and I was just getting done with the chat stuff, and so I don't even know what I've got around me. I just grabbed stuff and put around me to show you. And I am going to be doing a little bit of a demo towards the end, so you'll want to stay for the demo that I'm going to do. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here. A little stressed because I'm still a little scattered from my website not being there, but it's back. It's back. And I would like to say thank you to everyone who has been ordering the bottle openers. I have sold out 3 times, so I have more coming in, and probably will continue to add those as I can on the website. So I'm going to be showing you those in a minute. Okay, deep breath. Okay. First thing I want to talk to you about is Palooza. OKC Palooza. Now, you guys, I have 2 awesome classes. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I have 2 awesome classes here, and I will be doing a make it take it, but I can't show you the make it take it or tell you when it's going to be, because all that stuff is, you get to Palooza and you get to see it and sign up for it. So I've got a really fun make it take it one I think you're going to like, but these are my classes. This one almost sold completely out on the first day. I still have some seats left in it, not very many. Not very many. And if it fills up, I am considering adding more seats to it. So if this is one that you want to take, I mean, on the first day I could not believe that it almost completely sold out, but there's still some spots left, you guys, in this one. And of course, because I was so scattered this morning, this, I don't remember which one's Sunday and one's Monday. One's in the morning, one's in the evening. They're both 6-hour classes. I can't remember which one's which because I didn't put that information out because I was so stressed out about my website not being there. But these are my 2 classes. They're both 6-hour classes. Super. I really want to show you these online on the live because the book doesn't do the pictures justice. You know, even probably here doesn't do it as, you know, much as seeing it in person. And this one has so much bling on it. Can you see some of that bling? Oh my gosh, I love this one. This one was so much fun. I did this one for a chapter in Michigan last year, so I haven't taught it anywhere except for that group. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. I love the 3D effect down here and the way that I created the glass look on this. I just think made the project so well. And then this one is super, super cute. So go to okcpalooza.com, and if you haven't already registered and signed up, be sure and sign up for your classes now, especially if you want to take this one because, yeah, not too many spots left. So I wanted to point that out first thing because if you're on the line about, you know, what classes you want to take, do you want to take that one, do you want to wait till you get there till you see the project? Sometimes they're already full. And since my classes are early in the week, if you don't get signed up for them before you get there, you may not get an opportunity to sign up for them. So be sure and sign up for them. Oh, let's see. Nancy's from Marathon, New York. Helen from California. Oh, yeah, I saw that rain coming in for you guys. Hope you don't have any mudslides or flooding. Chicago Burbs. Oh, well, hello from the Chicago Burbs. All right, let's zoom in. I don't want to push the record button. I want to zoom in. Oh my gosh, one of those mornings, I'm telling you. Pushing all the wrong buttons everywhere. Okay. Couple of new ornaments that I've done. I'll show you this one first. I don't have the packet for this up on my website. You know, I might do a live for this one in June, maybe. You know, we don't have to do holiday stuff towards the holiday, and a lot of people like to start their ornaments early. And this one was really fun, and it was pretty easy. So I think I might do this one as a live. But I'll get the packet up on my website. The surface, this particular surface, you can get at CD Wood and Pinecraft. Neither one of them had, this is one that I used to sell on my website, and neither one of them had one the same size or exact shape of the one that I had drawn out and had my husband cut, and I sold these on my website for a while when I was selling wood surfaces. But they have both agreed to put this particular surface on their website. CD Wood, I believe, already has it up. I don't know if Pinecraft does or not. So you can search for the star. You may be able to search for it under my name. I know on Pinecraft you can search for any surfaces that I have given them under my name. And Pinecraft may be the same, or CD Wood may be the same way. So, but this one is, I loved how I wrapped the sweater around it and made it one of those soft, fuzzy sweaters. What did I title this one? Cozy Winter Drink, I think is what I titled it. A fun one. But I also painted the background different, so I'm going to flip it over and show you the other way. I love this background. I think it is gorgeous, the color that I used back in here. And all the colors on this side are the same colors used on this side. So even though this is a blue background, I used it in here. But I didn't think the green cup stood out enough with the blue background. Maybe if I'd have done a brighter green, maybe, instead of a more blue-green. Probably a little bit of a brighter green would have done better there. So anyway, there it is with the blue background. I do put both pictures. The pattern packet is all about the instructions on this, but it's actually the exact same no matter which color background you paint it. Everything else is exactly the same, just the background here was, a different color. So you can choose whatever color you want to paint the background. I happen to like the lighter color because it really makes the drink pop. So that's going to be a new packet on my website, so be watching for that. The size of the star. Oh, let me see if I got a ruler handy. It's about a little over 5.5 inches wide. And they do have the specific size, and it's just a little over 6 inches long. So they have this specific surface there. So yeah, but you can enlarge and reduce the pattern. Put it on anything you want to put it on. Totally up to you. All right, let's move on to the next ornament that I have done. This one's done with the new 2025 Deco Art colors. This surface is on Pinecraft. That's my Soleil surface. I'm going to see if CD Wood will carry it as well. So you have some options on where you get it, because CD Wood also carries my packets. So if you want to grab the packet and the lines, the packet and the surface all in one place, you'll be able to do that. So this one turned out super cute. I love the colors in it, how playful it is. Super cute. Kind of a ombre looking background that I did back there. I will have a video for this one and the other one, but I won't release. Well, I'm not going to do the video for the other one because I think I'll do it on a live. So I will release a video for this one, but I probably won't do it till like July or something. But I'll have the packet up there, so you can check that out. Okay, for those of you who didn't, I don't even know. I don't even know what I showed you on the last Coffee and Chat. I don't know if I had this done yet or if it was one I was getting ready to do. I don't know. I just don't remember. But this one was a live that I did in February, and the free line drawing is on my website, so check that out. I just think it was a super fun project to do, and I just wanted to show it again to show you how vibrant those colors are. I did use Traditions paints instead of Americana paints. The Deco Art Traditions. Of course, they come in 2-ounce bottles, not that 3-ounce anymore. And I love those paints. They're my favorites. I would use them on everything because I love them so much. But I just want to show you that again. So you could, if you wanted to head over and check it out on my YouTube channel and get your free line drawing and paint it up, you'll have it ready for next year. You can change the shape of the balloon, make them Mickey Mouse balloons. I mean, just be creative with it. You got a birthday coming up and you want to paint balloons on a birthday bag. These are fun ones to paint. Robin, you love using different surfaces. Me too. I think that's That's why I always say in my packets, reduce or enlarge, use whatever surface you want, make it fit what you got. You know, I have never been one that paints exactly the same surface that the teacher paints, because I have so many surfaces on hand. So it's like, well, I'm going to paint it on this surface. So yes, you definitely do you guys. All right, here is a design. I think I created this design like 2 years ago, and I have yet to release it. Because when I recorded it, somehow I deleted the video. I do have the packet written up, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put the packet on my website. I am going to repaint it completely so that I can have a video for you guys. I mean, 2 years, that's a long time. So I hope in the video it looks something like this piece. I'm going to go by my instructions that I wrote up so I can hopefully paint it just like this one. But this one was fun. It's a super fun project for summer. This is a 9x13 canvas panel, I believe. This one doesn't say what size, because I got this on Amazon, and you know, they didn't have anything on the back of them. So this one will be coming soon, so watch for this. I have a lot of videos that I have to edit and get up on YouTube, and a few packets to still write up, but mostly I have videos to edit. And one of my video editing programs is not working. It wasn't working yesterday, and I tried everything to get it to work. So by the end of the day, I was frustrated and I was done trying to edit videos. But so I worked on cutting stencils for Palooza. So yeah, I got a lot of stencils to cut for Palooza. So watch for that one. Okay, what's next here? This one is, the packet is on my website. I have not edited the video for this because the video is so long. I don't know why this project turned out so long. Maybe because I did 3 birds. I don't know. It has 19 pages in the packet. So you're getting a lot of pictures. Of course, a lot of instructions too, because I like to give as best detailed instructions as I can, because you know, if there's somebody new to painting, I don't want them to be confused. And that's why I like to have videos to go along with my stuff, because if you are confused by the instructions, you can always email me, contact me however you want, message me on Facebook. You can watch the video and see exactly how I do it. So if my instructions are a little, oh, I don't get that, the video's there so that you can see exactly how I do it. And speaking of videos, actually speaking of YouTube, I want to thank you guys that are subscribers. Really, I appreciate it. I would like to request that you watch my videos longer than 30 minutes, and please always leave a comment. YouTube won't kick you up in their algorithm unless people are commenting and watching longer than 30 minutes, because they think that whatever you're putting out there is unimportant. So their algorithm is finicky and it changes all the time. But right now, if you can leave a comment when you watch my video and watch it for longer than 30 minutes, that is going to help me so much. And I have so many videos on my YouTube channel. I have over 315 videos or something like that on there, so got plenty to watch. Some of it's some older stuff, you know, and I have improved my painting since I began. At least I hope I have. I'm always wanting to learn and grow, but this one I was ready for spring when I painted this one, and I did paint it when I was not feeling top notch. You know, I was in my funky blue stage, and you know, just January was a rough month, but I was able to work this out in January, so yay for me. I think that's why the video took so long, because I just was struggling with my creativity. So I really got to edit that video down to try and get it out to you. That one might take a while because I'll have to do a lot of chopping on that video. But the packet is up on my website. 19 pages, you guys. 19 pages. So check that out. Okay, let's see. What else have I been working on? I got some new stuff to show you product-wise here in a minute. This piece right here, I've still got to edit the video on it. It'll probably be a voiceover video because I just was painting this for me. I just wanted something super fun, and I wanted something to hang up in my studio that wasn't you know, my typical stuff. This is the kind of stuff that my heart likes me to paint. So I had a fun time painting this. Lots of layering in the background to make it fun. I wanted some of that blue to come out, you know, on the girl and everything, and the bubble that she's blowing there. I had put some of the love, the drops on here, and got that kind of glossy sheen to that bubble. And then these glasses are from CD Wood. They carry two different sizes. These are the bigger ones, and I just painted them white and stamped on there. And I thought they just added so much to this project. I mean, when I started painting her on there, I thought, oh, she needs glasses. I need to put some glasses on her. I didn't want to paint glasses. And I had these, so I thought, that's going to add to that mixed media look and that dimension on there. I love it. Love, love, love. So I'll be bringing you a video on this pretty soon. But I really just sat down to paint this for me. You know, I needed to get out of my funky stuff. And this kind of gave me a good push, because I just thoroughly enjoyed painting this so much. Just so much. It's just, yeah, it's just what I like to do. Lori, I enjoy your videos and watch them more than once. It relaxes me to watch you paint. Thank you so much. My husband says the same thing, you know, when he watches some of my videos. And he says, your voice is just so relaxing. I said, I hope it's not so relaxing it puts you to sleep. He said, no, it doesn't put me to sleep. He said, it's just relaxing, and you know, you just are very good at communicating. And when I do a video, I just pretend like you guys are right here with me, like I am teaching you and you're sitting right in front of me. And so, you know, that's what I like to do. And you know, if you watch just a few minutes of my videos, you don't get all the extra points and tips that I give you along with the video as I'm painting it. And some of them I repeat in every video, but you never know when a new person is going to come and want to learn to paint. And so some of the tips that I give are repeated tips, but they are important, like the multi-purpose sealer. Okay, let's move on. This little guy right here. Let's zoom in on this guy. So, I am definitely going to do a live with this. I'm not going to wait till fall to do it either. There's no rules. There's no rules in painting. So, this guy will probably be a live. I don't know, I might do him next month. You know, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to just make my own rules. I mean, there seriously is no rules in painting. So, you know, if you feel like there's rules, you got to break out of that, because there's no rules in painting. I'm going to show you in a demo here how I created the background. This one has the exact same colors used on this one that was used on this one for the background. Can you see the difference? Okay, so the reason there is a difference is because this one, I painted the canvas with white. I paint my canvases with white paint, 2 coats, every canvas, no matter where it came from or the quality. I do not like how canvases feel so textured, or they like have a resistance on them for the paint, and you have to like scrub that paint into the canvas. That's not for me. That is not for me. So if I have some gesso on hand, I will apply like some chalky gesso. I still do 2 coats, but most of the time I just use acrylic white paint. Use my 2-inch foam roller, and I roll on 2 coats of white paint every canvas. Okay. This one, however, I rolled on 2 coats of black paint instead of white. So I like to always undercoat, or I call it preparing the canvas, because I'm actually getting the canvas up to excellent condition for painting on. Not one of those canvases that you got to scrub your paint into it. Man, I don't go that route at all. If you're one of those people that can go straight to your canvas with paint, yay for you. I am not one of those people. I have never, ever been successful on a canvas if I go straight to it without paint, if I don't paint an under layer of something first. Generally, it's just white paint. So I've just got one layer of paint on top of that white paint here, and one layer on top of this black paint. But you can see the difference in how the colors look. Exact same colors. I only used 3 colors, a white, a blue, and a purple. So you can see how different it looks based on the color that you put underneath the paint. And this one looks more like a night sky, very fall. This one looks like it could be more of a spring color. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so for this crow, I'm going to be doing him as a live. There will be no line drawing for this guy because he is done with a stencil. I'll be putting this up on my website today. And I just did all of my base coats with my stencil, and then I just went in and painted my elements. And they all needed very small amounts of paint. Probably what needed the most was the beak and the feet, because they have a little bit more detail. Pumpkin was simple, branch simple, moon, all the other elements so easy. Actually, the whole thing was easy, and so I'm going to be doing this as a live, showing you how to, if you have a stencil that has all these elements in it already, use it to get your base coats in. And everything got a different color base coat, but it was all, done right here with the stencil, and then stencil's gone, and then you just work it from what you have on there. Your base coats are there. So fun, so easy. And I think this one is going to be pretty fun. So there won't be any line drawing. You can use whatever color paints, whatever brand of paints that you want. I use Traditions paints on this, so I'll probably use Traditions paints when I paint it for the live. But Americana paints be fine. Whatever paint you want to use, Liquitex, whatever. I don't care. Whatever you got. You want to use something else. You want to use multi-surface paints. It don't matter. Whatever you want to use. But I'm going to show you the demo at the end, how I did this background. I'm going to show you in a different color, not these colors. So we got that coming up, and the stencil will be on my website hopefully today, now that my website is back up and running. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about the bottle openers. Okay, you guys are awesome with these bottle openers. They are selling out. Every time I put a new count on there, they sell out within minutes. So I've got some more on there. They aren't actually here yet. They'll be here tomorrow. So I probably won't ship out those until, well, let's see, I'm going out of town on Sunday. We're staying with the grandkids tomorrow. I'll be back home Saturday. So if I have time Saturday, if I have any orders that I have to ship, I'll try and ship them Saturday. Otherwise, they won't be shipped out till next Wednesday. So you got time. You got time. So, do I have a set date for my lives? I am going to do the, which one am I doing first? I already forgot. This. I'm doing this. This will be my next live. And I am going to do it on the 21st of March. Probably at 7 p.m. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'll be doing it. Now, let me show you the ones that I have painted up. So, this one I actually did about 12 years ago. This was the first one I ever bought. And believe me, a few years after I did this one, I have been looking constantly. Every year I search for places where I could find this particular bottle opener, because it is the perfect for opening the bottles right up. I mean, I get some of them that are so stuck. I can't open them with my hand at all. So, and finally I was able to get some. And then I bought this one about a year after I bought this one. Patricia Rawlinson used to sell them. This one was originally red. This one was green, kind of a see-through green. And so very durable. I mean, it's got a little bit of paint on it, but it has held up so well. I'm so impressed by how well the paint has held up on these. This one I painted just last week, but I've had the bottle opener for a long time. And then I painted this one up. I'm missing one. Oh, no, I'm not. It's right there. This one I painted up. This one I will probably give away in one of my classes at Palooza. So if you are lucky enough to join my class, and I have something really fun planned for my classes, I am excited about the Palooza this year. I'm always excited about it. It's my favorite convention. So this one I'll give away. And these two, when people kind of voted on which one they wanted me to do, they were almost neck and neck with which one they wanted me to paint. I'm going to be showing you this one, probably a different color background, maybe do a few changes to it. This one I made a video for, so I will put the video on how I did this one up on my YouTube channel. So it won't come up till after I do this live. So next, the 21st, is that what I said? The 21st? That weekend, they'll all come up. And then I did this one the other day. This one I did mostly for me, because I don't know, I just wanted one that looked old and antiqued, and it was super quick because I just did some stamps on there and some like postage type stamps. These are the stamps. I'll put the link down below for these because I got these on Amazon, and there's 4 sets of stamps in here. I don't remember how much they were, like $8.99. I don't know. I don't really remember. But there was this postage one, which this is the one that I used. I just used some brown stays on ink, but paint will work just fine. And so I used the postage one. It also came with some, you know, aged out kind of numbers, which I thought were super cool. It's got some like checks, canceled checks, and things like that. Notices, fun. I thought those were fun for like background stuff. And then this one is also some canceled check there. This is like the bottom of a birth certificate. That's like a map postage stamp of some kind. I don't know. But fun stuff. This is like someone paid toll or something. Oh, as for a train ticket. Anyway, all 4 of these sets came in one package, and I'll be sure and link them below because they are fun. That's one of the links that I didn't have time to put up this morning. So that's what I did on this one. And then I believe I based this with almandine and then just use burnt umber. You could use asphaltum, you know, whatever. I used burnt umber to like shade it out. Now, this one is finished with triple thick, and there is a way to use that. When I do the live, I will tell you about that. These two are with just the DecoArt gloss varnish. Okay, this is a glaze, this is a varnish. And then this one I did with a matte varnish. It still has some sheen to it, a little bit more than I expected it to have, but I like it because it's a more subtle sheen and it looks great. But you don't have to paint yours. These are great, great little bottle openers to have on hand. And I always have one. I use this one all the time. And then I always traveled with this one. This was in my travel case. So I might put this one in my travel case now. This one might be a giveaway. I think when I do my live, the one that I paint on my live will be a giveaway to people watching. So, yeah, I'm going to start doing more giveaways on my lives. So, yeah, if you want some of these, I've got 24 coming in. And if I need to order more, I certainly will order more. But there's such a huge way that you can paint these. You can paint them up cutesy, you know, whatever. I was going to do one that said art on it, and you know, make art go across there as a word. So lots of options that you can do just to have fun with those. All right, I'm going to bring out a new item that I got on my website. Oh, Denise, pick me up, Palooza. Well, it's not going to be, this year I don't think it's going to be as easy as picking. I think we might, if I can figure out the logistics of how to do it, we might do a game in my classes in order to win. But I will have a painted one for each class. So, you know, this one for sure, and then I may do this one as the other giveaway in the other class, because it, you know, kind of goes with the theme of the spooky pumpkins, or, you know, the cute pumpkins, I guess. So those will be the two I'll probably give away in my class, but, so yeah, if you're in my class and you win, that's gonna be the hard thing. Okay, I have created these pins, and I think they make great Christmas stocking stuffers. Throw in a birthday bag, whatever. Give us Mother's Day. They're so much fun, and so they're on my website. So let me bring out one of each kind that they've all got different top things. I just have 4 different. Let me make sure I've got all I've got just the cylinder ones, the ones with butterflies, the ones with the bow, and the daisies. I have more daisy ones than I have, and they're all random colors. There's no set color. So when you order one, you can't order like a set color, because it's like these assorted colors. You can tell me if you want one with a daisy, a bow, a butterfly, or just the beads, which I might have this as elegant pin. I don't know. They're all the same price. But they're new on my website. So if I like keeping one in my purse, because when I pull it out, I don't like to use other people's pens. And so when I pull it out, it's like a talking, you know, it gets people talking. Oh, that's such a cute pen. Let me take them out of the bag so you can see them without the glare. So, oh, so pretty. Gold and the pink. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And they're all different. So I tried to kind of coordinate, you know, as best I could. I like that pink one and the bow one. And there's the one with the butterfly. So pretty. And then I got the bow one and the daisy one. Neat. Super fun pens, super conversation pieces, great quick gift ideas. Yeah, I just love carrying mine and pulling it out and, you know, starting up a conversation with someone, and you know, you can tell them about your art, you can tell them about, you know, if there's anything else that you do, you know, just start up a really fun conversation. So these are on my website now, so you can check them out. Okay, how are we doing, everybody? Thank you, Mary. I think they all turned out beautiful. I enjoyed doing these a lot. Very relaxing. Oh, thanks, Robin. You love the idea of a stencil for the raven. Yeah, I thought that idea for the raven, you know, when I created the stencil, I thought, okay, how am I going to use this? You know, because I create a lot. I create all my own stencils. And sometimes, you know, when I create one, I think, oh, this is a really cute stencil, but then I have to think, how will I use that stencil? You know, so I have to be able to use it in a way that's useful for you guys, not just, you know, stenciling a background or something. The stencil, I think I'll have to check the size of it. I think the stencil will be around $5. So I'll have to check. I go by sizes on them. So I'll have to check the measurement. But It won't be probably any more than that, I doubt. Goes up. Okay, you guys all know that Joann's is closing, right? Yeah, it's a shame. I picked up a few things at Joann's, so if you've got a Joann's and they have anything left, I went in. I mean, I knew they were closing for a while, but I went in the day after they announced it. Big mistake. So many people in there, it was just overwhelming. And so I waited and went back on a weekday morning, but it was no, I had to go back on a Saturday. Not a good idea. Because I needed some vinyl for a chair that my husband was recovering. All I wanted was a piece of vinyl. People had cartfuls of fabric. But to be fair, Joann's is going to be missed so much because they're a craft and fabric store, and you can't get the assortment of fabrics that you can at Joann's anywhere else. And they had such good prices on their fabric and good quality fabric, but they carried everything else imaginable for crafts. And you know, our next option is Hobby Lobby, and yes, they do carry fabrics, but it's not as good as a selection as Joann's had. So Joann's will be a very much missed store. So if you have one and you have an opportunity to go, I recommend going right when they open, so it's not so busy. Get over there and pick up some things. I was in there again just 2 days ago. Wanted to get a few pieces of scrapbooking paper to do a project, and there just was not a lot left on the shelves. I mean, several aisles were already empty, and the people that work there said they still are getting stuff from the warehouse. You know, I don't know if it's daily, but at least weekly they're still getting stuff. They don't have a date here of when they will close completely, because they're still getting stuff from the warehouse. So I guess until they don't have any stuff to send from the warehouse, then they'll have more of a time frame. So I'm just going to show you a couple things that I bought at Joann's that I'm really excited to try. Now this is a roller that you can use on clay. You could also use this probably on fondant, but I want to use it for backgrounds. So I'm thinking this will be fun to just roll on some random places on the backgrounds. So I picked this up at Joann's, and we'll see how it works out. But I think it will be something fun for me to use. Do I have anything else that I picked up at Joann's here? Oh, I picked up some stencils, or some stamps, I guess. I picked up some Tim Holtz stamps before they completely sold out of them. I thought these would be good in cards, but you know, when I do my grandkids' birthday boxes, I like to put positive, affirming things in there for them, and these are all very positive, affirming things, and so are these. They all come with a stencil as well, so I thought they would be fun to give a try, and some projects and background stuff I think will be fun for these. So I got those. I picked these up. I think I might pick these up at Hobby Lobby. Yep, Hobby Lobby. For removing paint, like if I put thick paint on a background, or I put some paint in, not quite liking it, but it hasn't dried, I can take these, they're just little rubber-like spatulas, and remove the paint or move it around where I want it to go. Good for adding texture. If you're stenciling and you want to use texture, these are good for spreading the texture medium out on that stencil. So these I actually got at Hobby Lobby, so I'll be trying them out. So what else have I got? I think I may have showed you these, but since I couldn't remember, I'll just show them to you again. I think I actually got these at Temu. These are gold pens. I think I've got a couple that I've used. I don't know if I can find the ones that I've used on that one. So it's got a fatter nub. I think I'm going to do a video on how you can refill these type of pens. I've refilled them before, and there we go. It got the fine nib on it. So I think some of these I'm going to put in part of my giveaways when I do my lives. I'll keep a set for me, and then the rest I might do as giveaways. I also bought some Posca. I got these from Amazon. Some metallic pens. I don't think I've used any of these. Maybe one. Let's see if I got a piece of black. Because I wanted some metallic pens where I could draw onto my stuff sometimes. And Denise, no, I'm not going to have a booth at Palooza. I haven't had one for a couple years. So let's see. I think it might have been the purple one that I actually tried. I don't know. I tried one of these. So I thought the metallic in these was beautiful. I love it. So pretty. So I got these on Amazon. I'll be sure and put the link for them. If you like metallic, it's always fun to try something new, you guys. Don't get stuck in the same old, same old. I don't want to be one of those artists that's stuck in the same old, same old. So these are just metallic ones. And I think they all have the same size nib on them. So yeah, that was super fun. I got these. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. I had a coupon. I mean, not a coupon, gift card. So I was buying up some stuff. So I'm going to be using these on some projects. You know, just your alphabet stamps, which I can use paint, or I can use ink. You know, permanent ink. And I do have a way to fill up your, like, these pens. So when they dry out, don't throw them away. Don't throw them away. We can refill those. So I might do a video on how to do both of those. So I bought these, and they were super, super fun. My husband got me something at Hobby Lobby that I absolutely love. And it's this thing right here. And you're probably thinking, what is that thing? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Do I have links on the website? Links for, I'm going to put the links in the description on the video, on the YouTube description. But there won't be, you know, I will have links for anything that I have a link for, I will add a link for it. This is actually a little broom. Sucks it up in there. It's got these little brushes. I tell you, this has been the best thing he's ever given me, because, you know, when I'm drawing, I get my eraser shavings everywhere, and they are so hard to get off of this plastic. So hard. And so this sweeps them right up. Glitter, sweep it right up. I just love this. It came from Hobby Lobby. I just think it's the best invention ever. So if you have these at your Hobby Lobby, at our Hobby Lobby, they have a huge section that's Hello Kitty stuff, which is Sandy McTeer's favorite thing, Hello Kitty. So if you know her, you know she loves Hello Kitty. But my husband got this for me, and I absolutely love it. I love it, love it, love it. So if you have an issue with eraser shavings, anything that gets on, you know, your paint area, not anything wet, loose glitter, things like that, you'll want to get one of these, because I don't know how much it cost. He bought it for me. You know, you just sit it on here and you just sweep up all your stuff, okay? And then it just comes apart and you empty it out. So fun. Americana paints. Alright, here is my brushes. I'm going to be using these in just a minute. But these are makeup brushes, and I will definitely have a link for these. I love these brushes. I actually saw another artist on YouTube using these similar brushes. They got gorgeous handles. I love the handles. But these are what I use to create this background. Okay? So I'm going to demo how I did that in just a minute. Okay, So I'll probably use this big one. It's the one I like the most. I just washed it yesterday. It feels dry enough to use. Got these big ones. I've used this one for like blending out the clouds that I put on this. Okay, I'm not going to be doing clouds today. I'm just going to show you how to do the background. Some of these brushes I probably won't ever use here. So, you know, I might take some of them. Well, I will use this one. This one is a really nice blunt, soft blender. That one's really nice. So some of these here I may never use. I don't know. I may just go put them with my makeup stuff. Aren't the handles beautiful? Oh, love these handles. Love them. Love them. Okay, so let's do the demo thing. And hang in there because I got a big announcement. Big announcement. All right. So I'm going to be doing these colors on here. Again, I'm using my Traditions paints. Let me get my water basin over here. My paper towel. Okay, so I use Tradition paints, and I did put a couple layers on this one because initially I just did the lighter, the mid-value, and then red down here, but it needed more balance down here. So I did a second layer so I could add some purple in there. And I use this brush to blend it. Okay, so this background, this surface was originally painted white. This one is painted soft black. I was going to paint it black, but I picked up the wrong bottle. So this one's soft black, this one's white. So we're going to see how this one will look on here. Okay, so there's a couple of key things here that I do. Let me grab a piece of palette paper here. So I can squirt my paint out right there for you. And I'll move it over into the camera shot a little bit better. Okay. I'm going to set that one off to the side. Oh, turn the light off because I don't want to get paint all over it. Okay. So one of the most important things that I do when I am blending out my paint, because you know acrylic paints dry so quickly, and I forgot to put a product out here. Let me grab it. Or maybe I put it, well, I don't know where I put it. Okay, well, I have no idea what I did with it. I thought I took it out to show you, but I don't see it. It's the blending medium. I'm going to look again. Hang on. I know it's got to be in here. Oh, here it is. I moved it. I moved it. That's why it wasn't there. Okay. Traditions extender and blending medium. You can use any extender or blending medium. It doesn't have to be Traditions. I just happen to like Traditions. So what I do with this is I take a spritzing bottle. I just got it at the dollar store, but you can get one for this size at Walmart for $1. So I just fill it up, you know, a good 2/3 of the way with water. And then I take a pipette and I take 2 pipettes full of my extender and put it into my water. Okay, you don't have to use that much extender. It's just what I like to use. Okay, so it is in here. And I like to spritz my paints with it. Keeps my paints, gives them more open time. I like to brush it or spritz it on here and brush it out. So I'm going to put my paints out. So here's where I need my bottle opener, because these bottles are super hard to open. So again, I'm using Traditions paints. A couple reasons. They're my favorite paints. Oh, I should have had this one upside down. It's almost empty. They're my favorite, and the pigment in them is just gorgeous. I've never had to shake a bottle. It's an artist quality paint. white and yellow, a bright yellow, and then this is like a dark kind of yellow. It's Indian yellow, which I don't even know if they make that one. They may have changed the name on that one. I don't know. I'm sure that name is probably not appropriate now. Some red and some dioxazine purple. I'm going to see how this looks on this darker background. You know, I've not painted these colors on a dark background, so we'll see how they look. So first thing I'm going to do is just lightly spritz my paint, and I'm going to spritz my canvas. I want my canvas to have a good amount on it, just so I can move it around. Some kind of bristle in there. Oh, another thing about those makeup brushes is that they don't lose bristles like other mop brushes do. Okay, I removed a little bit of that, so it's not liquidy on here. I just want to see it on the surface, but I don't want it to be, you know, super runny. This also makes your paint dry much slower, so you know, if you're one of those people who are in a hurry, you may not want to use this, but I like it. So I've got a little bit of extender still in my brush. I don't want to have any water in my brush. I'm going to take my white and yellow, and I'm just going to start up here with it, putting some in. I'm going to wipe my brush off and grab some of that darker yellow with it. It's not going to show up as well, obviously, so let's mix a little bit of red in there with it, give it an orange color. I don't know how well this is going to look on a dark background, so I'm excited to see how it looks. I think I'll just do my first layer with the red like I did on the other one, and then I'll do a second layer for you guys. Move this down so I'm not swirling into that. And then I'm just going to use the bristles and tickle it. Your brushes will get stained. If the stain on the brushes, the makeup brushes, bothers you, then certainly you can clean it with some rubbing alcohol. Just soak the tip of it in a little cup of alcohol for a little bit, and it will remove a lot of the color out of it. Take it back to white. So I'm just barely tickling the surface here, just lightly blending. And I can take some of this orange up in here if I want to have some of that down there. Okay, I'm just going to a dry paper towel to remove. You do it just like you would your other mop brushes. You clean it on a wet place on your paper towel, and you dry it on a dry place. Okay, so I want to dry this. I'm going to rinse my brush because I want to go back to those light colors. So I'm going to dry this and put another layer on here. Even just like that, that just looks like a mysterious background. It's so fun. And you could start layering it with some stamps and stencils, and then come back in with another layer of thin paint. It's so fun. But these makeup brushes, I tell you, they were the best, one of the best things I've ever purchased, because they just blend out so beautifully. Okay, I want to make sure it's dry. Grab my paintbrush. I want to get all the water out of it. Okay. Again, I'm going to do a light mist on here. Just light. I want to make sure it's covering the whole canvas though. Maybe another little, oops, got pointed at the canvas. Not my water basin. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we're going to start with another layer of white and yellow up here. You can already see the darkness on here. I'm going to do my kind of orangey color and red together right through here. Get a little bit more orange in here. Go to my red. I'm not cleaning my brush now. And then I'm going to get a little bit of purple and red down here. A little bit more purple. I want a little darker down here. Okay, all right, back to our brush. We're going to start loosely blending. Now if you don't have the extender on here, your paint is just going to dry where it's at. So you got to have that on there to get some movement. Clean some of that red off. I'm trying to keep the cameras from moving while I do this for you. Tickle, tickle, tickle. It's drying a little bit there. I'm going to lightly spritz it. Moisten that paint up a little bit. Wipe some off and then just work your way down. You've got a little more work time when you do the extender in there. And I want to get a little bit more. I'm going to grab a different brush so I can put some lighter color back up here. I need it a little bit lighter at the top. So I'm going to get that paint out on my brush. Well, I'm going to try. It's really loaded in there, man. Alright. While this still is wet with extender, I want to get a little bit more of this yellow up in here. And I'm going to go with this brush. And I just want to lighten up here. A little bit lighter. Take it down into that orangey, and I'm going to go back with this one because it's got the red in it. And I am, you know, just barely tickling this brush across there. I don't know. On camera it might make it look like I'm really pushing down on it, but I'm just barely tickling that across there. You can let that dry, do another layer, you know, however you want it to look. But it's so easy and it's so fun and gives you gorgeous backgrounds. Now we can see the difference between the two. I used a little bit more of that darker up there, it looks like. I blended a little bit more of that orangey color up here, it looks like. So let's see if that will blend. If I still got enough medium on here, I can still get it to blend a little bit. But there's still a color difference here because of the background. So there we go. That looks really good. I love it. I love it with the darker background. It just seems so mysterious. It seems like definitely a more mysterious fall look. This seems more fun and playful fall. This seems more mysterious and fall. So I absolutely love that. I think it turned out so good. I'm going to try this real quick so I can move it out of the way without laying something in it. So that's how we're going to be doing the background for the crow when we do it on the live, only using different colors. But I wanted to show you that technique. So you know, if you want to do it along with me, you can have some mop brushes on hand to give that a try, or if you want to, you know, play around with your extender before the live, so you know you'll have a good idea of how everything's going to work for you. Oh, so pretty. Love, 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 love. Okay, let me set those aside. I've got one more thing I want to show you that I'm going to be trying. I am in the mood to really spread my wings, to try lots of new things. Sometimes I feel like I get in a rut and my mind wants me to create different things, and sometimes I just need a little push to get out of, you know, that little rut that I'm in. Let me rinse this brush out so I can set it aside. So that, I think, was a super fun, well, I hope it was a fun demo, but I loved using my own mix of extender. You can mix as much or as little as you want. I might start selling those pipettes on my website. I'm not sure. I have a whole bunch of them, so I might do that. Brushes out of the way. Alright, I need to clean that off before I put something in it. Paint everywhere. No, my little broom won't take up the paint. Would be nice. Would be nice if it was a cleaner so it could just clean right across there. Yeah, I should put my baby wipes over here. Okay. One thing that I want to start playing around with is resin. I bought this mold at Hobby Lobby because our family loves to play Mexican dominoes. And I thought it would be so fun to make sets up for the family so each family could have their own sets. When we go to each other's houses, we would be playing with their own unique set of dominoes. So I'm thinking about doing some dominoes up. I don't know, it doesn't have all, well, maybe it does. I don't know. I'll have to check on the game to see exactly, you know, how many of dominoes that it needs, because I might need something more than just this mold. But I'm going to be using UV resin, so when I decide to make this up, I'm going to do a video and show you how I do it. Play around, you guys. Try new things. It's so much fun to try new things. Okay, I'm going to make myself bigger because I'm going to give some information here. Okay, so the big announcement that I am doing is that in July, probably around July 20th or 23rd, I can't remember the exact date. I'll be sure and get the exact date. I'm going to be closing my website. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent close. I want to reevaluate some of the stuff that I have on there, and I want to give myself some time to challenge myself with new ideas and things. So I might want to bring new products to my website. I might want to do away with it altogether. A website is a huge expense. Building it was a lot of work, but now that it's built, it's fairly easy to take care of. But you know, my husband and I are doing more volunteering, and so we want time for that. And I just don't know. I kind of want to get a laser cutter. Wanted to get one for 10 years when they were great big, very expensive, and now they are more affordable and much smaller. So I've thought about getting that and working that in, you know, to some product things. So we shall see if it comes back or not. Right now, July roughly 23rd, 25th, somewhere around in there, it will be closing. My website will still be there for me to republish. It's not like it's going to disappear and I have to do it all over again. I'm just making it unavailable. So for now, starting today until the 23rd or whatever of June, I'm giving you a coupon code that you can use as many times as you want to use it over at lonnalamb.com. The coupon code is shop now, and you'll get 20% off of your total order no matter what you order, even if it's already on sale. Because there's a lot of things on there that I will not be bringing back if I bring back my website. I won't be bringing back the art journals. That is one thing that I was just totally shocked that were non-sellers. I just couldn't believe it. And since there's so many people who do art journaling, I just could not believe it. And custom-made covers for those that I made, and high-quality vinyl on them. So yeah, and one of them on my website, I need to go and change the description. It says Retros 90 vinyl, but it's not. It took my husband to point out to me a few weeks ago that that is Harry Potter. So it's actually Harry Potter vinyl, not Retro 90 vinyl. So I don't have very many of those left because I've kind of given them away to people I know that are, you know, starting an art journey. But anything that's on there at 20% off, that coupon will not go away. It will stay on there. I will still be adding some product to my website. Don't think I'm going away. I am not disappearing just because I'm not having a website. I'm still creating, I'm still designing, I'm still teaching. You will just have a different way to get my packets. They will be at CD Wood, they will be at the Decorative Painting Store, or you can contact me directly and I can invoice you and send you the PDF. I'm not disappearing. Please don't think because I'm, taking my website away, either permanently or temporarily, that I am disappearing. I am not. I am reevaluating, and I am, figuring out what direction that I need to go. So if there's anything on there that you want to get, you've got till July 23rd, 20th. I will get that date definitely pinned down. Probably I'm thinking the 23rd, 25th. I don't know. I've got to go on there and look. Again, so stressed out this morning that my website had disappeared. And I didn't make it disappear. So, yes, anything you want to get on there, 20% off. Some of that will cause a loss to me, but if you can use it, that's then I don't have to store it. At the end of it, anything that I no longer want to carry on my website may become giveaways on my lives. May donate it to some schools, some of the things. And I just may give it away to different charities that could use it. So my pillow covers, I still got quite a few of those on there. If you still like painting on fabric, I've got several patterns for pillow covers. But that's my big news there. I wanted you guys to know that after July, the current website will be unavailable. And I'm going to give it some thought and see what I want to do. It may take me a few months to figure out what I want to do. I don't know. I'm starting now to try and figure it out, what I want to carry. I want to push my art in a different direction, not a major big direction. I just want to be able to grow and bring that to you. So I'm really reevaluating what I'm doing, and but I'm going to be here. I'm going to be doing my lives. I'm going to be showing you all my stuff. I'm still a deco art helping artist. I'm still a Dynasty brush specialist. So all that will not go away. It's only my website. You can still get my packets. They'll still be available. Even as I create them, I will give you the links where you can get them. So please don't think I'm disappearing. Don't take this as Lonna's quitting. Don't be putting that rumor out there. Lonna's not quitting. Lonna loves to teach. She loves to create. I love it. So, yeah. And hopefully you guys can grab some things that I no longer want to carry and use them well for yourself. Paint up some stuff. Give some gifts. Just, check out my website. And more of these coming tomorrow, and if they sell out again for the 4th time, I will add more. I will still be adding product to my website. Don't think if you get it now, that's the end of it. There will be some things that I won't be able to get and replace, but what I can, if it looks like it's moving good and people want that item, I will keep it on my website as long as I can, so that I don't end up having a huge quantity to keep once the website is closed down. So Denise, I looked at your website but couldn't check out. You are the 3rd person that has done that, that it's done that to, and I don't know if it's because it had that glitch in it that they had to take care of this morning. But what I've been telling people, if that happens to you, is to log out, especially if you are a site member, to log out and then log back in. If you're on your phone, log out and completely get out of the app. You may have to delete the items in your cart and re-put them back in. I don't know what's going on with that. But in all the orders that I've had come in over the last week, you are the 3rd person that said it would not let me check out. And I've told every one of them to log out and log back in, and generally that refreshed it and they were able to place their order. So hopefully that will work for you. If not, message me on my website. You can message me directly from my website, and I will see what I can do about it. And if all else fails, I can invoice you separately and take that count off of my website. So I'm sorry that's happening. I have no idea why it's doing it. It just started it up a couple of days ago, and randomly a person, I'd get like 10 orders, and then one person would say, I can't check out. So I don't know what the deal is. So I don't know if the website did an update that is affecting anything. I don't know if whatever device you're on did an update that may have affected my website on your device. So that's what I have recommended. Do the bottle openers open water bottles, or are they for paint bottles only? Well, they'll open any kind of bottle that has a flip top. So I guess if your water bottle has a flip top like this, you can open it like that. Yeah, because it's got this little lip thing here that fits underneath the lip that you generally pry up. It just pops it right up. So it does not have to be used just for paint bottles. It was never intended for paint bottles. It's just what I found that worked for opening some stubborn paint bottles, and I have some that are like with industrial glue shut that I couldn't open. So okay, Denise, you'll try again. You did message me. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jean. Excuse me, my adventurous spirit. Sometimes I feel like it's really adventurous and I gotta wheel it in, and other times it's like, get moving, woman. It's sad it's closing. Yes. I put a lot of work into that website. It's a little sad for me. It's anticlimactic for me, to be honest with you. And who knows, by the time July comes, I may say, I'm not doing it. I'm not closing it. I can't, because it's like it's my baby. And so who knows, by July, I may say, I'm not closing it. I may do another live and say, I changed my mind. I'm not closing my website. And that's okay. You still get the 20% off. So use it. Use it, use it, use it. Okay. Well, let me see if there's any more questions here. Check the Facebook feed here. Be sure and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yes, Robin asks, on the extender, can you use any brand? Yes, you can use any brand. It all works the same. Oh, thank you. I am not going to try to pronounce your name. I know I will pronounce it wrong, but she's watching from Albany, New York. First time watching your live and loving all your projects and tips. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you haven't signed up for Oklahoma and you want to take my classes, they are going to be a blast this year. I'm really thinking hard on a fun game that we can play in each class, and yeah, it's going to be fun. So if I don't have any more questions, let me make sure. The Raven stencil. I am going to put the Raven stencil on my website today. I couldn't put it on this morning because my website disappeared. It turned into a restaurant. And I'm like, I don't have a restaurant. What is going on? I could go online and find my website, but in my website, could not physically find my products or put any products on. Let me tell you, I was so stressed out. So that's fixed. I will be adding some new products today, some packets, some that stencil, and I don't know what else. I have to see what all I've covered today. Lots of videos coming on my YouTube channel. The makeup brushes came from Amazon, and I will put the link when I didn't have time to put my links this morning. So because all that website missing, it just messed me up. So I will put all the links to everything that you need a link for, and the makeup brushes will be one of them. Any type of makeup brush will work. These are just so soft and fluffy, and they don't throw out all those hairs like the regular mop brushes do. So I like them, but they have these in different colors. They have the black hairs on them. They have some that have red on the tips. So if you get paint on it, it's already red. Who cares? And yeah, they had several different, I don't know if they had different handle colors too or not, but I will link the set that I used, and it had some options on there. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. What is the difference between traditional paint and media paint from Americana? Okay, so that's 3 different kind of paints actually that you listed there. DecoArt has Traditions paints, which is what I used on this project today. This is an artist quality paint. That's why it is so much more expensive. It's got, you know, almost pure pigment in it. So it's, because it's highly pigmented, you don't have to use as much. It's creamy, it's smooth. It's just an excellent quality paint. It does cost more than the Americana line. I have an Americana bottle. The Americana line here is your flat acrylic paint. You know, you got to shake it, you know, make sure it's not, you know, the binder hasn't separated in there. You got to shake it up. Traditions paint you don't have to shake up because it's an artist quality paint. And there is a coupon code below. If you've not used my coupon code yet this year, 20% off your total order from DecoArt. Use the link first and the code, because that gets me a little bit of money when you use the link with the coupon code. But if it's not on sale at DecoArt, you can use it already. The media paint is a small bottle of paint, which is more expensive, but it's like fluid acrylic. It is pure pigment. It's more transparent. It's good for doing glazes and washes on things. I used that on a project I taught at SDP a few years ago on some tulips. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, the underpainting was Americana paint of those tulips, and then all of the pink color on top of it was the media line paints, because they're pure pigmented fluid acrylics, transparent colors, so you can build transparent colors very easily and get depth so easy. So the 3 different things there: traditional paint, Americana, and media paint. They're all different. This one is my favorite, Traditions. I love it. I would use it on everything that I painted if I were painting just for me, and a lot of times I do. And then the Americana line, which is their flagship paint. This was DecoArt's first paint. So this is their flagship paint, and it's a very, very good paint. A very affordable paint. Comes in a multitude of colors. That's one thing I'd really love to teach people, is how to mix their own colors. But, you know, okay, let me see if I have any more questions. Let me scroll back up through here. Okay, I'll watch later. You like the idea of extender and water in a spray bottle. I do too. It really helps. You know, even if you're using Americana paints, you can spritz your paints with a little bit of that extender. It's going to keep your paints from drying out so quickly. You don't want to use too much, because it's going to thin it down and make it more a transparent paint. But it will extend your paint from drying as quickly if you are working a large area or a difficult area where, you know, you need to do a lot of blending or something. It's good to use also for shading. So if you wanted, you could spritz this on your palette instead of plain water and use it for shading, you know, when you load your brush for a float. And it will help your floats be a little bit better. So there's lots of different ways that you can use it. Okay, let me see. Make sure. Yes. Will I bring my stuff to class? if you're talking about Oklahoma, no, I cannot sell product in my Oklahoma classes unless it's something that I am using in the class that you may not have. So if I'm using a special brush and I want to sell them so that you have that same special brush, I can sell that in my Oklahoma class, but I can't just bring random product and sell it in the class. And I will put all of my links on here. Okay, and I know this was a really long coffee and chat, but I had a lot that I wanted to show you. A lot more going on than I realized. Oh, and this thing back here, this easel, that's my new easel, so that I can paint larger canvases. It fits right here on my paint table right here, and it adjusts just like my rotating one does, up and down, so I can have it at different angles. So I'm excited to paint up some of my big canvases that I've had for years. It's like, oh, I got to get them painted and either given away or put them somewhere in the house. Okay. All right. I think I've skimmed through there. I don't see any more questions. So I think that's about it. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I am so happy that you were here. Please head over to my website and shop, and please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up for this live if you've enjoyed it, and comments. Please leave comments. Comments and watch time. Those are the things that are going to help me out to get it out there so more people can see my videos. I know I don't post as frequently as I would like to, but I try to get a couple of videos or a couple of lives a month if I can, if it's not a rough month. Like January was just a rough month. I did do a live in January, but it was just a rough month. Okay, I think that is going to be it for me, you guys. No more questions, and I will see you a week from tomorrow for my live. I will be posting that. It will be at 7 p.m. Central Time, right here, same place, same YouTube channel, same Facebook page. Oh, one of the things about Facebook I do want to tell you is that they are only allowing our videos on Facebook to stay up for 30 days. So I was going to start doing lives just for my Facebook people, but with YouTube, with Facebook saying they will no longer keep our videos up longer than 30 days. After 30 days, they'll be deleted. So if I ever do a video that you want a live video that's just on Facebook, I think they give you the opportunity to download that. I don't know. But, anything in the past or any other artists that you watch that do lives, just know that after 30 days, their videos will be deleted unless they store them somewhere else for you to watch. So, all right, I think that's it for me, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful and beautiful weekend. God bless you guys. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.